the Red Card Live app, and you can catch us all up on Facebook and the likes. Now, we are not live at the... No.
Okay, let me just test my mic. All right. Wait for...
Okay.
Stop it.
The door's open, is that okay? Should we...
I'll just close it.
Okay.
You have to hit the record button.
No. So maybe it's the YouTube. So the first one is just him, not me.
Okay.
You're with Andy Penders on Red Card Sports Radio.
Yeah, welcome everyone. It's the Andy Penders Show. We're on Red Card Sports Radio. Now, if you're watching this, we are not live, and there's a very good reason for that. We have listened to you, the fans, and we have decided from now on to take the Andy Penders Show on Red Card Sports Radio on the road. We're giving you what you want. We're giving you what you want. So from now on, no more extended, long format live shows. We're taking the show on the road. We're getting up close and personal. I mean, it's been a brilliant 8 months that we've had, but we've decided just to mix it up a little bit for your benefit. Okay, but don't worry, you're still going to get your usual fix. It's going to be bigger and better and stronger than ever before. So what it means is that Red Card is going to be offering you more sort of short digital video format clips. Okay, so that means we'll be doing like match previews for tournaments like we did for the Toyota Mekong Club Championship. Do you remember when me and John Wilkinson looked forward to every single match? It also means we're going to be taking a look at the S League, which is massive this year. Huge this year. Red Card brought in Jermaine Pennant for Tampines. Check out the signed shirt that we've got for Red Card just here. However, Gaelang Bole, my friends. Gaelang Bole. It does mean that we'll be offering exclusive S League previews and reviews. Now the best thing that I did, right, was went along to one of Gaelang's, when they did their shirt sponsorship, they announced Epson and that. So, being a Gaelang supporter now, because obviously I'm very close to Bedok Stadium where I live, I asked Hazri Jalini if he could sign me as a striker, okay? And he was so funny. Thinking on his feet, this is the press announcement for when I was signed by Gaelang International, and you can expect much more of this. Now, the other good thing, of course, about being Red Card Sports Radio, well known around Singapore, well known around the region, we get a lot of interaction with the managers. We can get up close and very personal with the managers, as you can see here. The other good thing, I don't know if you remember, we went to JDT, watched JDT against Gaelang. The JDT fans, the Boys of Straits, the BOS, just blew us away. So you can expect more content like this rocking piece of content that we filmed at the Larkin Stadium. Right, player interviews, we're up close and very personal with a lot of them as well. You know, Jermaine Pennant, obviously in the studio with us, remember? That was pretty cool. So you can expect plenty more player interviews on Red Card Sports Radio. And of course, we're knocking out loads of football funnies as well. So there'll be more, we'll have more sort of crossbar challenges. That's quality, man. I love that. There'll also be two guys, one mic. That worked out pretty well. More of that. Loving that. That's so cool, those boys when they're together. The other thing we'll be providing more in the way of kind of just fun stuff, right? Do you remember my Office sort of Ricky Gervais style new take? When I was trying to get Intern Pratap to come up with a new way of writing headlines. So do you remember this? So all of that will be delivered on our... Nothing like hitting the mic when you're on the radio show. All of that will be delivered to you via our Red Card Live app, all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so you can watch it anytime, anywhere. Okay? We'll still do the exclusive interviews. We'll still keep the studio. We'll still be very close and we'll listen to what you're saying. So sports analysis, opinions, reaction, not just from Singapore, not just from Malaysia, not just from the region, but from the world as well. Still very well connected with the Barclays Premier League. But what it does mean, though, and this is the sad bit, is that there's no more, as such, kind of the Andy Penders show. Which is not just sad news for me, because I've worked very hard on it. Sad news in the sense that I can't be with you for 3 hours Saturday and Sunday. But also it means I can't hang out with one of my best friends in the business. With the man who puts this all together. He's going to be working very hard behind the scenes from now on. But Nick Lim. How are you, bro?
Hey.
Hey, just thinking about our top 5 moments. Actually, my top moment with you, by the way, but the best thing I like about you, there's a few things actually. Your Liverpool rants.
I didn't do many of those though.
No, but still funny because you're still disillusioned after all these years.
Yeah, well, it comes with the territory.
It does too. I love the way you do the news because the pause. It's all about the pause between the penultimate story and the last story when you say "and finally." Okay, because no one does that better in the business. You know that.
You say that every week.
Because it blows me away, man. Because that pause, sometimes it's longer than usual. And you're like, wow, that man's a pro. So we'll get you to do your finally and finally. Okay, we'll get you to do that before we wrap up this sort of promo of what is next for Red Card. But I'm just thinking about our top 5 moments. Because we had some awesome guests in the studio, right?
We did.
What was your favourite?
And the one that always sticks out for me had to be Dipnalim Prasad.
Yeah.
And her Usain Bolt story, because it started out very, very kind of innocuous, just one of her athletes meeting the fastest man on the planet, and it turns out he was trying to pick her up. I don't know if she noticed that, but we certainly did.
We made a story out of it. And I reckon one of the most beautiful women we've had in the studio.
She's gorgeous.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. All right, let's remind everybody. The top 5 moments of the Andy Penders show. Just remind everybody what happened when Usain Bolt hit on Dipnalim Prasad. Right, quality, Nick.
Yes, it was quality.
Oh, quality. Good, love it. Right, okay. I think a few favourite moments for me, right, bro. I think when we started to get really hard hitting and started really to get going with the flow of the S League was when. We sensationalized it, and we've done this a couple of times with is the ASEAN Super League a waste of time? It's a good headline. But the other one was is it time to stop the S League?
Yeah, we had a superstar panel that day. I believe it was Des Corkill. I believe Sasi was in as well. It's incredible.
Yeah, incredible. And a stellar cast of phone calls that came in as well. Let's just remind ourselves of what happened when we asked, is it the end of the S League? Now, of course, working for... Yeah, sorry, let me pick up. Quality, loving the debate. I mean, that's what we're all about. Red Card Sports Radio is all about opinion, right? That's how we roll. We're close and personal with you guys. We love to hear your thoughts and comments. One thing that Red Card's very proud of, Nick, I think, is our ability to interact with the best in the business, and that means getting the likes of Jermaine Pennant to sign for an S League club. Boom. Because that's how we roll at Red Card, right?
Yeah.
Sassy Kuma very much involved in that. So we were very lucky enough to have him for, an hour in the studio?
Yeah, we did. About 45 to 50 minutes, I believe it was. But more than enough. Well, actually, maybe not enough time with him.
Well,
we could have had
we were
more.
very sweet. I mean, we were very easy with him. We gave him a chance to talk about all of the top players that he's ever played with.
That was a crazy list. That was crazy. I don't know if there's anybody else on the planet who has played with that many top players in his career. So for him to be in Singapore playing in the S League is a huge deal.
It's mental. Let's take a look back and see what Jermaine had to say about some of the top players that he's been involved with. So top players. You said before we look back at that, Nick, that you don't know if there's a player that's actually played with that many top players, right?
Yep.
What about John Burridge?
Oh yeah.
Right, this guy, the oldest guy ever to have played in the Premier League at just under 44 years of age. Kevin Keegan tried to sign him for another year. The man that's denied the club he was playing for a Premier League title. Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
He's playing for Newcastle. He signed up for Newcastle. They loan him out to Manchester City, right? And City take a point off Newcastle, which effectively they were a point behind, right? Anyway, he played against Newcastle. He played against Newcastle when he was playing for them.
And I particularly liked his Alan Shearer story as well.
Boom. Let's remind ourselves of the Alan Shearer story. So we're just in the top 5 moments that we can think of. There's been loads, because my mum always writes to me after the after the show and goes, "Oh, that was good. That wasn't so good. Oh, that was good." One of my favourites, though, because I think we were almost starting a revolution. Actually, I've got loads of favourites. It's difficult to narrow it down because I loved all the singing. I loved all the songs that we did. The Isa Halim song was good fun. In fact, I'm going to have the top 6 now, Nick.
All right.
Because I just want to relive the Isa Halim song. And I think we should throw in there as well, intern Pratap, coming up with his own songs.
But they were horrible.
Awful, weren't they?
They were awful.
Who was the one that was strong as a bloody ox?
I think it was Zaiful Nizam. Yeah, that wasn't. There was no semblance of rhyming whatsoever in that.
Okay, it's well worth looking back at that. Right, and just finally, as we give you a flavour of how we're moving forward on Red Card. I love the Subbuteo guys, man. These dudes came into the studio with their Subbuteo setup, just the 5-a-side version, not the fully 7-a-side or whatever it is. But they gave us a good insight, right, Nick? Have you managed to get flicking since?
No, I haven't bought a set. It's quite depressing, actually. I haven't actually bought a set. I'm kind of waiting for Rudy to knock on my door and go, "Hey, Nick, here's a set for you."
Rudy, number 1 in Singapore, right? I don't know if he kept reminding us of that.
Yeah, he's not very humble about it
no,
at all.
Not at all. Not very much.
Anyway, but for good reason. For good reason. He is the best player in Singapore.
If I was the best player, I'd be telling. I have it tattooed on my arm. I can't play because I've got the yips. Like I seriously, I can't flick, Nick.
You can't flick.
No, I can't. I get the yips. Just like the putting. When some guys they get the yips while they're putting, or the darts throwers they can't release. I can't release the. I mean, I can flick obviously, but when the pressure's on, it just won't happen.
Well, maybe you should join the Jurong Central Subbuteo guys on the weekends, right?
Right.
Get practicing. Maybe you'll get rid of the yips.
Maybe I will. Let's just remind ourselves of what happened when they came into the studio. Right, so there you go. If you're watching this, we're not live. And there's very good reason for that. We're moving on to our next metamorphosis. We're moving on to the next challenge at Red Card. We've done the live Andy Penders shows, 3 hours each, Saturday and Sunday. What you want, though, is to get a little bit more up close and personal with the fans, a lot more football funnies. You want exclusive player interviews, you want manager reaction, you want S-League previews and reviews, M-League previews and reviews, all the football funnies as well. And we'll do just that, and we'll still have that Red Card flavour. So, if you're watching this, we're not live, okay? And there's no more Andy Penders show 6 till 9 on the weekend, but it's bigger and better than ever before on Red Card. So thanks for your time. Nick, thanks for yours as well.
You're welcome.
Let's move it on to the next level, as Steven Gerrard used to say, Nick.
What does he say? I can't remember what line.
We
go again.
We go again.
That's right.
Against Norwich. We go again. Thanks for your support on the Andy Penders show. I think what we should do is just play out with the theme tune now. Right? Nick, can we do that?
The theme tune, this one.
So thanks again for all of your support. Keep it on Red Card. We're coming at you. We'll let the bass kick on this theme tune. It's not the last time you're hearing it. And we'll see you again soon.